What a lovely, lovely crowd we have gathered here in honor of Zach Hankins. Zach, where you at? Do you know when they asked me to speak, they said they wanted this to be a roast? Anybody ever seen those? Well, if you want to roast somebody, you got to know something about them. No, he's fine. And how can you know anything about Zach? He never tells you what his opinion is. He never speaks what's on his mind, does he?
No, never.
Zach, we love you and we're so proud of you. And we have people, Zach, I'm going to miss you for a lot of reasons. I'm going to miss you with the music. I'm going to miss you with a lot of the inside jokes and the things we connect about while Corey's preaching. And one of these is this. Are you ready? I wrote this one just for you. Zach, we've got other people who are going to come up here and speak, and we're not going to get in a hurry. We're not going to look past anybody. Just like some people may omit verses 29 and 30. You see what? He knows. He knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, I got it. All right, Kelly Porter, where you at? Here we go.
All right, this will be short and sweet because I don't love microphones. And as far as funny, I don't know about that. But here's what I will say. I would like to clear up any rumors. There's been a lot of people that think that Zach is my son. He is not, but I do love him like one, and I would take him any day. Also, we're not married. I am married, not to him. So somebody in here thought that maybe we were married, and we're not. So he is not my son, and he is not my husband, but here's what he really and truly is. He's been a lot of things, but he's my brother in Christ. And the sweet thing, and I just wanted to say this because I've watched him grow. When he came into this church, he was in the youth with me, and he's worked all the way through that, and now he's leading worship. And one of the great things was, I remember very early on, I've said this to several people, he looked at a friend of mine when we were organizing a youth Sunday, and he goes, "Oh, I will never be on this stage singing." And she pointed her finger right back at him and said, "You be careful what you tell the Lord you will and won't do." And I don't know if y'all heard him this morning, but it was amazing. I'm very proud of you. I do hope that you did great. I know you will. We're here for you always. I love you and I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Kelly. Zach, he's going to be a seminarian. What? That's insane, son. Hey, baby. You've heard of Tom Bodette of Motel 6. He'll leave the light on for you. Well, we got our own Tom Bodette here at Meek Baptist Church. Brother Paul Cagle from Alabama Power Company. He's the man you call. We'll give you a cell phone number. Let him know when it's out.
Is anybody here an Alabama Power customer? That's what I thought. Oh, I got one, okay. Most of this is out of my territory.
I used to be, but I moved so I could be in.
Okay, well, we will keep the lights on. We used to say, we got 99.44% always on, or that we're always on. That just means always on somewhere. Not sure. But to me, we've been here almost a year to the day. And of course, some of the first people we've come to know is our worship team and whatnot. And Zach just kind of felt like he's almost like a little brother to me. And I said, so you know what? It's like family. And I said, he'll fit right in with my family because my family is weird. And I said, we got a lot of dysfunctional people. And so, Zach, you fit right in well. You could be a Cagle, I'm not sure, somewhere in there. But I think it was Buzz Aldrin. What's the astronaut? I think it was he that said, this is a small step for man and a giant leap for mankind. And I kind of thought of that when I thought about what you're fixing to go through, Zach. It's not a small step, though, what you're fixing to do, but then I think about the great leap for the kingdom that's going to happen. And that kind of goes to all of us. We're all to disciple, all to do things, but thank God people answer the call when God calls, and He's got a lot of things in store for you. But I did want to share one verse, because I know you're a scripturologist, and would like Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. You know, and I think of that, and sometimes when we go to our plan, it doesn't necessarily work out. When you go to His plan, it's always going to work out, just like the message. Maybe if I can give you some words of advice, what I've gone through, I'm 58 and a half, and here's what's happened to me. Sometimes when I was young, I used to wait for God to open that door, and He does that. But sometimes He sees, if you're going to be proactive, pursue a door, you may find out, well, shouldn't have went through that. But sometimes He asks you to do, just to see if you'll take that step. He's not always going to open it wide open and say, here's your path. Sometimes He tests that path and see if you'll go it. But I love you. Like I said, I love you like a little brother. This doesn't mean the end. It's almost like a funeral. We often hear sometimes, oh, we love Zach. We'll never see him again. So holidays and all, we'll keep touch. I've got your number and stuff and hope to help with your education as much as we can. So give it up for Zach.
All right. Thank you, Brother Paul. Now it's time for Mike and Jonna Bailey. Where are you, Mike and Jonna? There they are. All week here at the Chuckle Hut. Yeah, here you go.
Well, Zach was one of the first people we met when we moved up here. Jonna moved her aunt to Pine Place, and Tabitha, his mom, worked there. So Zach started doing yard work for us, him and his brother Seth. And Seth invited us to visit Meek Baptist Church on Senior Day. So that's how we came here for the first time. And then Zach started asking us to go around, and he preached at a different church in the area. We'd go here and preach. But that's how we ended up here. And as far as Southern Seminary, from the first day we met Zach, Jonna was talking to him about friends we had, people that we knew that were going to Southern. So we knew it all along. So that's 4 years.
Tabitha, Zach's mother, is sick and can't be here today, and she sent me something to read, and I'm going to try to say it without crying. So if I cry, y'all are just going to have to excuse me. Y'all know I am an emotional person anyway, and Mike and I love Zach like he is our own. So reading this from his mom is really hard. Zach, I know from the beginning that you were special. You have always had a mind of your own. Even when you were little, you have had this calling. Since you were only 5 years old, sitting under a big shade tree with your Bible, I asked you what you were doing. You said, I'm reading the Bible, Mama. You said God was telling you what the Bible said. God knew you were going to grow into a very godly young man. I want you to know I am extremely proud of the young man you have grown into. I'm very happy and excited to see what you do after seminary. You may have grown up, but you will always be my little boy. Yes, I know that's embarrassing, but it's very true. I love you very much, and I am very proud of you. Love always, Mom.
Thank you, Mike and John. All right, time for our pastor, Corey Cochran. A Southern Seminary graduate, I want to tell you what this thing is. This is a microphone. You can hold it in your hand and talk through it. It doesn't have to be attached right here. He prefers that Britney Spears, Garth Brooks microphone. Here you go.
Finding me another lawyer. Represent me. No, I love Nick. There's a lot I can say. In fact, I've said most of all I need to say from the pulpit as far as Zach's calling. Listen, Zach surrendered to preach before I ever came on the scene here at Meek Baptist Church. He was, the Lord was already doing a work in his heart, and I'm just grateful that God brought me here to be a part of that. Grateful that I've been able to mentor him a little, hopefully in the right direction. No, Zach, you're a brother. I love you. I'm glad I get to be a part. I'm going to roast on him a little bit. We go to the Sing Conference, and I had COVID the week before, a couple weeks before. I don't know, I was right at the end of it. I still had the post-COVID fog. I didn't really feel good, didn't know if I was in the world, couldn't put sentences together. So we left one of the sessions to go and show Zach kind of the stretch down through Nashville. He had never seen that. Marty was a part of that trip. So we go, and I'm tired. We sit down for some reason. And it's at night, all the lights are on, there's people everywhere. Well, Marty thinks it's a good idea to start joking with this dude about John Piper. Y'all know John Piper is Zach's theologian. If he's going to read a book, it's going to be John Piper. So he starts cutting up with him. He's like, man, you didn't hear? Zach's like, hear what? He said, man, Piper got sick. Piper had to cancel. He's not going to be here because Piper was the last speaker of the Sing conference. He's not going to be here. Zach's like, his countenance fell. Like, you took the kid's rattler away from him. His milk bottle. He said, really? Laid his head down on the table, and if you say you didn't, you're a liar. Just for a split second, he lays his head down on the table, and when he raises it back up, lo and behold, John Piper walks by. My back was to the guy, so I didn't know it was he and his wife, Noelle. They were walking by, and Zach started shaking. He said, it's Piper! It's John Piper! It is Piper! What do I do? You go get him! Go talk to him, Zach. This may be your only chance. Really? Yeah, you think I should go? Yes, go! So he gets up and he chases this guy down. I mean, most of the time you go to jail for being weird like that, man. So you can see him, and Marty, you vouch for me, because it's 2 against 1. Right there. Hey, John Piper, I'm one of your greatest friends. I listen to you and I read you, and keep walking with me, son. He told me. So he gets all the way down to the end of the street. And by this time, I don't know if they've arrested him or what's going on, but he comes back. She's with a picture. You'll see this picture up here of Zach and John Piper together. He said, look at this, guys. He stopped to talk to me. What I really want to say is one day Piper's going to wish he can talk to Zach, the theologian that Zach's going to be. It's going to be great. We love you, we support you, we're always going to be there for you, brother. This is your sending church, and we will always be there for you in some shape, form, or fashion. We love you.
But anyway, I just want to say thank you for all y'all coming out, and friends and family, all of you. I appreciate it, and I mean, you may not realize it, but it means a lot to me, and I'm grateful and thankful for each and every single one of you. And I'm not going to lie, there's some of you I can't remember your name sometimes, but I still care about y'all, and I still love y'all, and I'm glad that y'all came here to support me, and I thank you for that. So, but now it's working.
That was by design, Zach.
Yeah, by design. Yeah, it's called turning it on. But I appreciate it for real, though. Everybody that's came and supported me, and as I leave, that'll be supporting me too. I'll need it. So thank you.